What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Alexis Paris here. Today I'm showing you a quick, easy 20-minute hairstyle. You can do this on straightened hair, straight hair, curled hair, anything along those lines. So to start, you're going to give yourself a nice middle part. If I could do anything differently, I would have used a rat tail comb for this part. And then you also want to part behind each ear. And again, yeah, I should have detangled my hair first. So if your hair is knotted, detangle it. So now you'll see me go in with a paddle brush, just trying to keep the top of my hair pretty flat. And then I'm going back in with the comb. Again, I would use a rat tail comb instead. And I'm just parting out the bang area. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you can see the part. So just remember you can see the part. So then we're gonna tie that up. I'm using hair clips and combs and anything I can to hold my hair while I style each section. So then you'll take the front section, and I like to use a brush and Edgewax, and I'm rubbing it between my hands, and then I'm kind of just slicking down any flyaway hairs in the front. You can use a paddle brush again to really flatten it out, and then we can tie it up. So I also like to pull out my baby hairs just to see kind of what I'm working with and what I'm going to do. I combed out that section, and now I'm just wrapping it up to set it to the side. And then now we're starting on the back. Again, sectioning it off, so my hair is in about 4 sections right now. Using a paddle brush to detangle. And this wasn't my day one hair. This is a few days after I did my hair. So I'm going in with a flat iron and re-straightening each strand, and then I'm going in with my curling iron and curling each strand. Or each section. So it's kind of a lengthy process. I think this is the lengthiest or the most strenuous part about this hairstyle, is that you have to kind of make sure the hair looks good and is in a good condition before you curl it, or it impacts how the curls come out. So I just chose to start with a straightener and then end with a curling iron. And I like to hold the curls for just a few moments after I curl it to really let it lock in. So I'm repeating this throughout the entire back of my head. I'll try to get through this part pretty quick for y'all. It's pretty simple. I'm doing the same thing for each section. I like to chase my flat iron with a hard bristle brush. I find that it just helps the hair separate and gets it more straight more quickly. So yeah, we'll just continue to do the back of the head, and I will show you the results when I'm done. So as you can see, the curls came out pretty good. They're more like wavy curly, which is actually my preference. That's why I'm using the curling iron I'm using. So I'll just continue to repeat these steps throughout the back. And then I like to go in with a little bit of hair oil just to keep the hair shiny and looking good. And then on the opposite side, I'm doing the same exact routine. Something that I didn't mention that I'm doing here is, I don't know what the method is called, but I'm alternating the curl pattern. So if in one section I'm curling the hair over, then the next section I try to curl the hair under, because otherwise each of your curl patterns will look the same, and I was trying to go for a more natural look. So again, if I'm wrapping the hair over in one section, then in the next section I'm wrapping it under. Hopefully that makes sense. So just repeating this throughout the back section of my hair, holding the curls, releasing them. I don't use hairspray in this video. You can use hairspray. I don't like how sticky and hard it makes my hair, so obviously the curls don't last for too long, but feel free to use hairspray if you'd like, and just continue to repeat this process through the back side of your hair until you are done. So this was my final curl in the back, and now I'm just going in with a little bit of hair oil again and just checking each section, seeing how it turned out. I really liked how it turned out. And then we're going in at the top of the head now. Since this is a half up, half down hairstyle, I do like to curl the upper and lower sections of my hair. So I'm going in with the same method, straight iron, flat iron, straightening each section and then curling each section, going over and under, and then holding each curl just to lock it in. I was definitely getting a little bit tired of this at this point. It's just really repetitive, but we're almost done. So yeah, you just want to finish that out on the top section, and then I will show y'all the rest of the hairstyle. So as you can see, this is my final section on the top, and I'm just curling it. And then from here, just smoothing it out with some hair oil. You can touch up any sections that you need to. And then now I'm going in on the edges, so I'm just clipping my hair back and out of the way. Using my Edgewax, I like to go in with a rat tail comb first and really kind of like map my edges out and slick things down. I like to use my finger and my edge brush and just go in and really lock in my edges. This is probably my favorite way to do my edges. I like the way it looks. I feel like it's not too dramatic, and it really holds the hair down throughout the day. So I repeated that on both sides. And now I'm just refreshing my middle part, and we're going in with the bangs. So for the bangs, same thing as the back of the head. I'm straightening it, and then I like to curl my bangs away from my face. I just prefer the way it looks. You don't have to hold this section as long as the others, since typically the hair is shorter. And then I like to go back in with the flat iron just to kind of keep it flat against my face. I like when my bangs frame my face in a certain way. So I'm just repeating that same thing on the other bang. And again, straightening the top of the bang to keep it flat against my face and frame my face. And then here you'll see me fixing the top of my head. I feel like every time I do the style first and then style the back of the head, I always end up having to fix the top. So I redid the top section. I put it back in a hairband, tightened it, and just checked for any flyaways. I think the most annoying thing about half up, half down hairstyles is flyaways getting caught in like the hairband. And then this is the final look. It's really cute. It really elongates your hair. It makes your hair look really long. This style can last all day. It's pretty hard to sweat out, and it's just a really versatile style. So I hope that y'all try it out. I hope that you really like this video. Let me know. Thanks for watching.